Hello, you incisor gliders. Welcome to a special crack-a-pack over here at LRR MTG, associated with the Phyrexia. All will be one. Pre-release, brought to you by Wizards of the Coast. Thank you to them for this, and thank you to my guest, Jim LePage. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good. You excited to open a pack?
Oh, you know I am.
Yeah.
Are we doing it?
No, let's give it a second. Okay, go.
Okay, let's do it.
Now, you're on the Commander RC, is that correct?
That's what they've told me.
Okay, yeah. By they told you, you mean that's what Sheldon them told you?
Commander Rules Committee.
Right, when they told you that you got on the RC and told me that I didn't get it.
Yes.
So in a way, you took my job.
Yeah.
So let's do a special Commander-themed pack opening for this, if you don't mind. I'm going to ask you some Commander-related questions. While I told you I was going to make you uncomfortable. I told you. But good uncomfortable. This is content.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
So, but we'll still keep it light and fresh.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Okay. We're doing the first one?
Yeah, we'll do it card by card.
Here we go.
Oh, I think you're going to reveal the rare if you do that.
Nope.
Or no? Oh!
Charge of the Mites.
Charge.
This is a 3-mana instant, and you can choose one. Charge of the Mites deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature or planeswalker, or create 2 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Mite artifact creature tokens with Toxic 1, and this creature can't block.
Incredible. Now, how do you feel about poison? Is it correct that you think that it should go down to 5 poison counters?
What? How do I feel about poison in general or in Magic?
In Commander.
Okay, we're not talking about Bell Bev DeVoe.
No, we could talk about Bell Biv DeVoe. Never trust a big butt and a smile. Especially when it's from a Phyrexia.
Yeah, I have to say, I think that poison is actually fine.
Great, next card.
Duress. We know what this card does.
Oh, yeah? What's it do?
Oh no.
What's it do?
There's
Verbatim.
There's like a million
Verbatim.
versions of this card too. Target player.
Wrong.
Look at target players.
Wrong. From the top, let's get from the start. I'll give you a hint. Duress. It's the name of the card.
Good.
Yeah.
Target player.
Nope. Do you want another hint? It's a sorcery.
Are we starting from the card type? It's
Target opponent.
Target opponent. Okay.
Reveals
Sure, yeah.
their...
Reveals their hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You choose
Yes.
a non-creature, non-land
Sure, non-land.
card. They discard it.
Yes.
It's all up here.
And what sets it from?
This one? Phyrexia all will be one.
Okay.
We did it.
Okay.
Chat, thanks for bearing with me.
Okay,
on
this
that one.
is why they pay him the big bucks. Big bucks.
Ooh, we got a Volshock Splitter. This is a Mirrodin card. So when it enters, you're going to create a 2/2 Red Rebel token and then attach this to it. This gives it +2/+0. It also has an equip cost of 2 and a red.
Okay, now 4 Mirrodin, it makes a rebel token.
Yes.
How tall is Lynn Civvy?
Like
Commander, canonically.
Testing my commander knowledge here.
Yeah.
How tall is Lynn Civvy?
Yeah.
Lynn Civvy is 5'7".
James, is that correct? James says yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and I
don't
trust
wanna
him.
brag or anything, but,
Okay. Wow. Jeez. Okay. Maybe I bit off more than I could chew, huh?
just knocking these ones down. Okay, next one?
Yep.
Let's do it. Okay. This is Titanic Growth. It's a 2-mana instant, and it says target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn.
Wow. Do you like pump spells?
I do. I do.
What's
a
your
lot.
favorite pump spell?
Berserk. And it's not close.
All right. Right there. There we go. I'm not now. I don't even want to put you to the test. I just want to grab a beer and talk about Berserk.
That was actually, I made a very carefully worded deal in a commander game with Sheldon once. And
I'll give you $25 if.
no, it was Sheldon says, does anybody have removal for this? And I said, yeah. And I said, here's the deal. You do this for me, or like you let me draw a card or something like that. And the next time that creature attacks you, I'll remove it. Berserk, baby.
Oh. It's the gift that keeps on giving, and for only 1 mana.
Okay, next up, we've got Ambulatory Edifice. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that at all.
Why? It walks.
It's an edifice, though? Mm-hmm. Does it need to be that ambulatory?
I don't know. They're Phyrexians. Can you blame them?
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. This is a 3-mana 3/2. And when it enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 life. And when you do, target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn.
Wow.
That's an uncommon.
Yeah.
It's like fine.
I mean, it's all right.
It's fine.
It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. We don't have to keep talking about it. More. You want more? I mean, what else do you want, Jim? Do you got more?
We got more. It's okay. My gut says.
Yeah. Yeah. No, keep going, dude. Keep going.
My gut says this feels like a pirate.
Wait.
Yeah.
You could. A pirate.
If I showed you this card and didn't show you the art or the name, what would you say it was?
Ambulatory edifice.
That's what you would say it was?
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, this feels like an edifice, but it also feels really ambulatory.
Ooh, if I had to pick an adjective for this edifice, I think it would be ambulatory.
On a scale of 1 to ambulatory, this is feeling real high.
It's got to hit 100% on ambulatory scale. Yeah. Yeah. Easy.
But I feel like ambulatory means like agile. It's moving around, right? It's walking around.
Yeah.
But what about this as ambulatory?
Well, when it walks, all the other edifices kind of have to pull to the side of the road to let it go through.
It's like Prince Ali, Aladdin.
I was thinking more about ambulances. But Prince Ali was the original ambulance.
I've heard that.
Yeah. Common knowledge. Next card.
Now I'm going to need 20 more seconds on that card, please.
Okay. So, do you know what a strand beast is?
No.
Some Dutch guy made it. It's like an invention, a robot, an automaton of some sort. Some would say an edifice that walks and uses the wind, and it looks like that. That's it. Strand means beach, and beast means beast?
You got it.
All right, good. Great.
Next up, we've got Infectious Bite. It's a combat trick. It's a 2-mana instant. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control.
Okay.
Then, we're not done yet.
Okay.
Then each opponent gets a poison counter.
Each opponent gets a poison counter? So even if I bite, let's say, Scott. Let's say I bite Scott's creature.
Yep.
That means that both Gavin and Toby also get a poison counter.
If they are both playing in that game.
It's incredible. Oh, they have to be playing in that game.
They do.
Okay. See, it's always good to double check.
Yeah, it's a section of the comp rules. Not a lot of people read that part, but
I always get lost in the foreword.
What do you think about these in Commander? Like the
Fight spells?
No, like each opponent gets a poison counter as a resolution of a spell, a non-creature spell.
I like building dread in my opponents when I'm doing something awful. Awful not in the sense of powerful. Awful in the sense of like I'm genuinely not a threat. I've always had this idea for a deck that just looks to build anxiety among people and with zero payoff.
So would you play this by itself?
By
with
itself.
no other
by
infect
itself.
proliferate?
No other infect. Maybe one proliferate? Just to be like, tick it up to 2.
Like, the count is at 2.
Yeah.
It may go higher.
Yeah. Like, I think this is probably better at that than just like playing a random Putrefax to hit them for 5 and be like, okay,
Yeah.
great, done.
That's one of those spells where at the end of the game, people are like, what were you doing with that?
Yeah.
Where was that going?
And every time their life total is adjusted, you also like correct them. They're like, okay, I go to 25 and 1 poison.
And 1 poison.
1 poison.
And 1 poison. Also, what's the Gravestorm count at?
Is that good? Do you want more on Gravestorm? Okay, great. Let's see the next card.
Okay. Oh, it's an island.
Ooh,
These are nice.
that is very pretty.
Yeah. It reminds me of like a sci-fi novel cover.
Oh, like the Mirrodin books?
I don't know. I've never read the Mirrodin books.
Oh,
Is that
they're
what they look
great. Well, that's kind of what Mirrodin used to look like. I mean, technically, it's now Phyrexia.
like? Right.
Yeah.
This is like, have you ever read the Otherland series by Tad Williams?
No, I've read the Otherland series by Tennessee Williams. Is that the same thing? There's a lot more gay poets.
You
in
know,
that
I'm
one.
glad you asked because it is.
Wow, really? I guess
Unlike-
Cat on a Hot Tin Roof is about a Kemba on the Great Forge. I'm just trying to think of Mirrodin-related words. Island, good basic land, huh?
It is. These are really nice. I like I don't know.
What's your favorite land, favorite basic land to return to your hand as an alternative cost of casting Daze?
Oh, I thought you were going to say County of the Crescent Moon, but
No, but we could talk about that later.
yeah. My favorite island to return?
No, well, any basic land to return to your hand as the alt casting cost of Daze.
Kaladesh 254.
Oh, Kaladesh. We talked about this.
We did. It's the swirly one.
Yeah. All right, we'll swirl on up another card, please.
We got Black Sun's Twilight. This feels like a bomb. Obviously, a callback to the Zenith cycle. It's a 1 mana instant with X, which is, it's a weird way to say that. Up to 1 target creature gets -X until end of turn.
Okay.
If X is 5 or more, return a creature card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped.
Wow. That's pretty good. You can kill your own creature and then bring it back immediately.
You cannot.
That was a test and you passed. See, this
No, you can, actually. You can, because it doesn't target the creature in your graveyard. You can absolutely do that.
Really? So the creature that has
No,
minus
you
X would die
During
the resolution?
Yeah,
Okay.
If I know anything about state-based effects, and I do.
Okay. All right. See, I brought you in and I was like, oh, you should get Jim. He'll know all of the rules. That's fine.
Yeah.
I like this card.
It's pretty cool. I do like that it's up to 1, so if you just want to use it to reanimate something, you can.
Yep.
Without having to have something to target. Yeah, I like that it's instant speed, which seems kind of strange for this kind of effect. Instant speed reanimation is strong.
It reminds me, this is a bit of a callback, not just for Black Sun Zenith, but for Betrayal of Flesh, a common from the original Mirrodin that was kill a thing or reanimate a thing, entwine, sack 3 lands, but instant speed.
Sure.
Yeah, brutal card.
When you said this reminds me of, you were going to talk about Faded Return. The 7 mana instant.
Yeah.
This card's bad.
Yeah. Sometimes I just say this reminds me of and then pick a card that's not related. This reminds me a lot of Llanowar Elves. That they're both 1 mana, as you put it.
It's kind of a cool foil too. It's nice. Like, I don't know, I like the entire cycle. The green one is a bomb. Next up, we've got Conduit of Worlds.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. This is a 4 mana artifact. You may play lands from your graveyard. You can also tap it and choose target non-land permanent in your graveyard. If you haven't cast a spell this turn, you may cast that card. If you do, you can't cast an additional spell this turn. You can activate it only as a sorcery. Kind of a weird Crucible of Worlds callback, but it also kind of requires you to take a turn off to play it.
Yeah.
Ish.
I don't see it as a Crucible Worlds callback. I don't get the similarities.
Yeah. Well, I mean, of Worlds, you know.
I mean, it doesn't even do anything with
That
lands.
doesn't suggest Crucible of Worlds to you.
I guess you can play lands from
You
your
can play land,
graveyard.
100%.
Yeah. Okay. Is it an artifact?
It is.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Agree to disagree.
Does it allow you to play lands from your graveyard?
Agree to disagree.
I refuse.
Okay.
I disagree.
All right. Next card. Please.
Next up, we've got Might Overseer, 4 mana creature, Phyrexian Soldier. It's a 4/2. That's basically just Mirror Crusader.
Yep.
It's got first strike. As long as it's your turn, creature tokens you control get +1/+0 and have first strike. Then it's got an activated ability for 3 and a Phyrexian white. Create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature token with Toxic 1, and this creature can't block.
I like this card quite a bit.
Yep.
Takes over
For
games.
4 mana. For 4 mana. It's got the Lord effect. It makes, like, it does everything. What doesn't it do? 4/2 first strike is a scary stat line by itself.
You know how you'll commonly hear people say, just play Lightning Bolt in your commander deck? And that's not a great thing to say. What if we tell people to just play Shock instead?
Yeah.
Because it kills this.
We could tell people to just play Might Overseer.
Oh, that's better. Yeah, they'd be more interested in that.
We could tell people to play, what's that fight card?
Duress? Oh, Infectious Bite.
Infectious Bite.
Yes.
Infectious Bite kills Might Overseer.
Just
You
play
got it too.
Island. Just play Island. Anytime someone's like, I can't deal with this card, it's like, just add more islands to your deck.
I do find it interesting that, like, it buffs your mites. The mites have toxic, but that doesn't scale the amount of infect that you take from it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. It just
I guess
makes
it makes
the-
people less likely to block. Or
It just makes them
punishing.
mightier. Next card, please.
Blightbelly Rat. Alternate art. This one's kind of cool. I do like this potentially in Aristocrats decks. It's real nice if you play, like, what's the one from Dominaria? Ella Silcor?
Yes.
The one that distributes minus or +1/+1 counters?
No.
Oh no. There's an Orzhov Legend. Dominaria
Yep.
United.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no. You're gonna walk me through this one?
I will. Starts with a G. G-R-A-V.
Nope. Don't know where you're going.
Graveblade Marauder.
Legendary?
Yeah. It's called Aaron.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like it in a deck like that. I'm a big fan of when it dies, proliferate. Just value on value. 2 mana, 2/2 with double upside is where we're at in the common slot.
You like aristocrats, right? Because it's a rat, too.
I do.
Shouldn't do 2 puns back to back. Doesn't track very well. Next card, please.
Huh.
Light Belly Rat. You know, I really like this. Sorry to take your spot.
Yeah.
I really like this card in Ellis Ilkor. It's like an Orzhov
with a G.
Oh, Great Blade, Aaron.
No.
No? Okay. Duress. Is it Duress?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I'm under duress.
This one's foil.
Wow.
This is a Rustvine Cultivator. I haven't seen. This is the first time I've seen one of these in person.
I mean, this is probably the first time you've seen most of these cards in person, right?
You know,
Here at the
true.
PPR.
This is a 1 mana 1/2. Tap it to put an oil counter on it, and you can tap it to remove an oil counter on it to untap target land.
Wow. A lot
It's like
of
an
oil.
Arbor Elf with several extra steps.
Sure is. Sure is.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think of this one?
I think it's an Arbor Elf with several extra steps.
Fair.
Yeah, that's... yeah. Okay. Okay, let's just make it a nice pile and...
Last on? Nope. Is that 2 more?
You got 2 more.
Okay, here we go.
Make them good.
Here we go. Miglaw's Maze Crusher.
Ooh.
This one's a legendary. It's 4/4 for 3, so it needs upside. It enters the battlefield with 5 oil counters on it. You pay 1 and remove an oil counter from it. It gains vigilance and menace until end of turn. You can pay 2 to remove 2 oil counters from it.
Okay.
It gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Or you can pay 3 and remove 3 oil counters from it to destroy target artifact or enchantment.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel super legendary to me, but it does a lot.
It doesn't feel super legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it does a lot of things. It has a lot of
It's just
words
kind
on
of
it.
it's just kind of like a guy.
It almost feels like a planeswalker, honestly.
So you think this is the best planeswalker of the set?
Yeah, I would have to say so.
Okay, great.
Put me on record.
Write that down.
Yeah.
Write that down. I want to see the comment section saying,
Yeah.
I can't believe Jim thinks that Miglaw's is the best planeswalker of the set.
It's true.
And for the best planeswalker of the pack,
Here we go. Ready?
yeah.
Ixel. Ixchel?
Ooh.
Ixchel. Sign of Atraxa. This one's Abzan. It's a 2/5. Legendary. It's got Flying, Vigilance, and Toxic 2. It's also got Corrupted. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent who has 3 or more poison counters exiles the top card of their library face down. You may look at and play those cards for as long as they remain exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color.
Wow. And this is from the Commander product. Specifically the Commander deck.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is the face commander for the Abzan deck, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
He says, not entirely knowing, but I think so. Yeah. Cool card.
It seems sweet. Like, it's got evasion, and potentially draws 3 cards a turn.
I think the haha, I get to cast your spells kind of effect is a lot cooler when it's not on a Grixis card. Like, it makes it more
Yeah,
appealing
it's
and
not
also a
central.
little less sinister.
And what you need, each opponent needs 3 or more, so you got to connect twice or connect once and proliferate, or I guess just be playing Infect in general or Toxic in general.
I tell you what, I've been waiting for Toxic 2 ever since Brittany released the first one. And thanks everybody for watching and for tuning into this Crack-a-Pack, the special Phyrexia All Will Be One Crack-a-Pack here with Jim. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
What does duress do? Don't worry about it.
Boy.
Thanks again to Wizards of the Coast for setting this all up and all that jazz. And if you like what you see, there's probably a couple more of these. So tune into those. And I love you. Bye. How did we end these?